Hello all the chess fans and welcome to my channel MoreToChess. In this video I am going to analyze the game between Shakhriyar Mamedyarov and Hikaru Nakamura. In this video you will see how badly Shakhriyar want to win this game. Here Shakhriyar is with the white pieces and Hikaru with black pieces. Okay, so let's start the game. Mamedyarov starts with the move d4. Hikaru played knight f6, c4, e6, knight to c3, bishop b4. This is known as Nimzo Indian defense setup. Knight f3. The three knights variation, as you can see, there are three knights here. Castle, bishop to g5, c5, attacking the central pawn, rook to c1. Adding more protection to the c3 knight and also avoiding the doubling of the pawns. h6, attacking the bishop, bishop h4, c takes d4, knight takes d4 and d5, attacking the c4 pawn, c takes d5 and now g5. Since black cannot take with the pawn, with the knight, bishop to g3, but he can also take with the queen, and this is the case. Queen takes d5. Now he is attacking this pawn since the knight is pinned. e3. Mamedyarov does not care about the a2 pawn. He develops his pieces by playing e3. Now queen cross a2, also threatening to take the b2 pawn. But Shakhriyar played bishop to d3. He does not even care about the b2 pawn, and I think this is very bold move either, or his opening preparation. Now queen cross b2. Nakamura tried to take as much pawns as possible. Now white castles. Bishop takes c3. Okay, so here I want you to pause the video and try to find the best move possible. I give you 2 seconds. Okay, I hope you tried. The best move here, the most accurate, is to play knight to b5. The idea is to attack the bishop and also play knight c7, threatening to take the rook. Now bishop a5, preventing or covering the c7 square. Now rook to b1, attacking the queen. Here black have two choices, since all the squares are covered. So black have only two choices. Either to play a2 or to play queen d2. Both are bad, since after queen d2, queen takes, bishop takes and knight c7. The rook is hanging. And if you play queen a2, now rook to a1, attacking the queen and also attacking the piece. You cannot protect both, so queen d2, queen takes, bishop takes and now knight c7. So knight b5 is the most accurate move here, but Shakhriyar played rook c2 here, which is also a very good move. After rook c2, he is attacking the queen as well as the bishop. Here black played queen to b4 and now knight b5, the same threat, attacking the bishop and also threatening to play knight c7, taking the rook. e5, knight takes c3 and now knight c6, developing the piece. And now here white played the move queen c1. Here queen c1 is not the most active way to play the game, as you see this position. And now instead of queen c1, if white play the move queen f3, the idea is to attack the knight and also to play rook to b1, a tempo move, attacking the queen. So now black have to retreat queen e7, protecting the knight and also avoid the tempo move. Now white will play rook c to c1, because black is threatening to exchange pieces. Since black is up in material, you have two passed pawns. So now rook c to c1, knight to b4, attacking the bishop. Now knight to e4, trying to exchange this knight, as this diagonal is very weak, and white can target it in further. So after knight cross e4, bishop cross e4, what you can see is white, this position is way much better than that you have seen previous. So here white played queen to c1, which is not very active kind of move. Here black played rook to d8, attacking the bishop, rook to b2, attacking the queen, queen c5, protecting the queen. Now since the bishop is attacked, bishop to b1, bishop e6, developing move. Now rook to b5. Again rook b5 is an inaccurate approach. If black have an activity and the material both advantage, then white should try to take the material first. So rook b7 is a more accurate move. Rook b5 is not a very good move because it allows the move queen e7, trying to protect the pawn, but white played rook b5 anyways. Now here black played queen to c4. Instead of playing queen c4, queen e7 is best to protect the pawn, since black pieces are also active and black has also material advantage. Now queen c4 is a big mistake because it allows white to not only taking this b7 pawn but also to activate white's pieces. Here white played bishop to a2, attacking the queen and bishop both. After queen to d3, since the black queen has nowhere to go, only two square, this and this, so queen to d3, and now bishop takes e6, f takes e6. This allows white to double up the black's pawn structure, which is a major weakness in further endings. And now white will capture rook cross b7. Rook a to c8. Now rook a to c8 is a bad move because it not only takes all the advantage from black, but it also prevents black to equalize the game and give all the advantage to white. Instead of rook a to c8, the most lethal and dangerous move for black is to play knight a5, attacking this rook. Now rook b5, attacking the knight, knight c4, trying to play knight d6, attacking the rook and also placing the knight on f5 and e4 square. So rook to c5, again attacking the knight, and now knight to d2 with the idea of playing knight e4 and also knight b3, forking these two major pieces. Now rook d1, pinning the queen and playing knight b3 anyways, because here black have an extra pawn, so black try to exchange as much pieces as possible, and here black succeeded in his goal. So here rook a to c8 is not a very active move. Here white instantly plays the move queen a1, which not only prevents the knight a5 move but also moves the queen from the range of this rook. Rook d7, trying to exchange pieces since black have an extra a7 pawn. Rook b2, b1, of course white will try to avoid as much exchange as possible. Queen g6, rook f to c1, the last rook joined the attack. Queen e8. Queen e8 is kind of a passive move. The best option is to play actively is queen f5. Now h3, making an air square for the white king. Rook d8, queen a4, attacking pinning this queen and also attacking a7 for the further attack. And now queen to g6, knight b5. Sorry, knight b5 is also not accurate. The most accurate way to play is queen b7, putting the pressure on a7, then play knight b5. That's the better idea, but white chooses to play knight b5, attacking this pawn twice. Now knight e4, trying to exchange this bishop and also double up the white pawn structure, so black will penetrate better to attack the white king, and now knight cross a7. Knight cross a7 is again a big blunder by white. It not only takes all the advantage from white perspective, but also equalizes the game for both sides. Instead of knight cross a7, the best move to play here is to play queen a6, attacking this knight twice, and then try to take the a7 pawn. After knight e7, knight takes a7, attacking the rook. Now you cannot even pin the queen because of the move rook to b7. Not even defending the knight, but also attacking the knight gives white a huge tempo. So this is massive advantage for white only because of this doubled pawn. So here rook takes c1 check, rook takes c1, and this position is also very much suitable for white, but white plays knight takes a7, which equalizes the game. Now knight takes knight, queen cross a7, knight to c3, idea of attacking the rook. See, this is the disadvantage of playing knight cross a7, because this allows black to play knight c3, which is playing this move. The threat is to fog the king and rook. Now rook to b7. If you are wondering why not rook b2 and just protect the e2 square, but this is not possible because knight e2 check comes anyways. After rook cross e2, the rook on c1 is hanging, so this does not work. So white will try to play aggressive, rook to b2, and now knight e7, e2 check, king s2, and now knight cross g3. Here again you cannot take this rook because it is very much hazardous for black, because after knight cross c1, white will just play bishop cross e5 and clamp down on the g7 square, which is very deadly for black. So here black can only play knight cross g3, and now white played rook cross c1, knight f1 check. Here instead of knight f1 check, if black will try to play the move like rook cross c8, then also it is a big blunder for black, because after f cross g3, black king is very much safe and white pieces are very much active to attack on this black king. So this is not a good choice. So knight f1 check, king to g1, and now rook cross c8, and now rook b8. If you take this rook, then I will take with the queen with a check and then pick up this knight. So queen to e8, rook takes e8, queen takes e8, and now only king cross f1, queen c1 check, king e2. As you can see here, the position is almost equal. This double pawn weakness does not matter because there is only one piece, one major piece for both sides. Now queen to c6, defending the weaknesses, queen b8 check, king f7, queen h8, trying to attack as many weaknesses as possible. Now e4, queen h7 check, attacking these, king e8, queen g8 check, king e7. If you are wondering why not white take the h6 pawn, then there is a perpetual, so it's a draw. Now queen g8 check, king to e7, queen g7 check, again king e8, queen b2. Now white don't want to repeat. See, that's the thing, that Shakhriyar don't want to draw the game. He eagerly want to win this game. Queen a6 check, king to e1, king f7, now g4. The idea is to open up a air square for the white king. Now queen to d3, queen d2. White try to exchange the queen. It does not help, but anyways black did not exchange the queens. Queen b5, queen c2, queen to e5, trying to reach the h2 square, attacking this weak s3 pawn. White played king f1, Now here black played queen to d5, because if you play queen s2, then white will just take the pawn, and black also take the pawn on a3, and after king e1 the position is just fine because the weaknesses are already defended. So black avoid to play the move queen s2 and played queen d5. Now king g2, a safe square for the white king. Queen a8, queen c7 check, king to g6. Now queen d7 attacking the weakness. Queen d5 protecting the weakness and also attacking the queen. Queen e8 check, king to g7, queen e7 check, king to g6, queen f8, and now black plays queen to b7. Queen b7 is a kind of inaccurate move. Now white played queen g8 check, king to f6, queen e8, queen f7, queen e8, and here black played the move queen to g6. Out of frustration and out of time trouble, finally black made a mistake, Nakamura made a mistake, and this is what the Shakhriyar Mamedyarov waiting for. So queen g6 is a very big blunder which leads to immediately losing of the game. The best move is just to play queen h7. The move queen g6 does to this position is, here white can play the move queen f8 check. In this position you cannot play queen f7 because of the move queen h6 check. If you play queen f7, now queen h6 check. If you move the king anywhere, then you lose the g5 pawn, so queen g6 again, and now queen f8 check again, queen f7, queen takes, king takes, and now h4 attacking this pawn, and after you take the pawn, king s3 and g4 is a clear passer. So this is very much winning for white. So after queen g6, white played queen f8 check, king to e5. Now king to e5 is an unavoidable check. I already shown you the variation of king to f7. King to e5 is an unavoidable checkmate because of the move queen to d8. Since these two squares are covered and queen cannot cover this square, sorry, not this square, the arrow cannot be made, so this is an unavoidable mate. So here in this position Hikaru Nakamura resigns the game. Okay, so that's all for this video. If you like the commentary, if you like the analysis, give a thumbs up, and also you can comment in the box, and if you don't already subscribe my channel, you can subscribe. Yeah, that's all.